I am 23 and a half weeks pregnant, almost 6 months, and I haven't done one of these yet, so I thought it would be fun to do a little chit chat, get ready with me as I talk about how my pregnancy has been thus far. So my first trimester was really hard. I know I shared a little bit about that on this page. It just spilled a little bit on me, but we're gonna act like that didn't happen. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Mainly it was just like constant nausea all day long. That felt like pretty debilitating, but around 16 weeks that started to ease up and start to go away. I've gotten a lot of like DMs since I have shared about my IVF journey and the journey that it kind of took us to get to where we are now. A lot of people ask me if we chose the gender or if we knew the gender before transferring our embryo, and the answer to that is no. We just basically told our embryologist to select the embryo that she would select for herself. So basically the embryologist just made her selection based on what embryo out of the bunch looked the best, and that was the one that brought us to this baby. We found out the gender, we're having a little girl, at like 11, 12 weeks. We did the NIPT testing, which obviously determined the gender. I've also received a lot of questions and just replies to my stories and posts asking me if we have a name yet. And we do have a name. Her name is picked out. We've told like our immediate family and closest friends. I feel like whenever I do my neck, it sounds like I'm crying. I'm not crying. But other than that, we are not like posting it publicly until she arrives. But it is a very special name. I think it's very beautiful, named after two very important people in my family and then in Brandon's family. So we're excited to share her name once she arrives. We have not started on the nursery. I'm a very type A person, so I thought like when I became pregnant that I would be the type of person that had the nursery done, you know, by 20 weeks and whatnot. That was not the case. But I do know the items that I do want to purchase. I know what crib I want. I know what dresser I want, all of that stuff. I know what glider I want. But we are getting new LVP and carpet put into our house in a couple weeks, probably like in June. And so we didn't want to start ordering anything for that nursery yet, just because if we ordered it, it would have to be moved out of the house anyways whenever they put the new flooring in. So that has not been started, but in my head, I have a vision of what I want it to look like. And so once it's time to start ordering those things, I know exactly what I want to order. As far as like nursery vibe or aesthetic or whatever you want to call it, I am thinking of painting the nursery walls like a blue-green, like a sea blue color, kind of like our walls here. I don't know if you can really see it with this lighting, but a little bit darker. I think this is a little bit too light. I wanted something a little bit darker. Also just got a restock of my favorite mascara. This stuff is so good. One thing I've also experienced when I tell people that I am due in the summer, towards the end of the summer, they automatically say like, oh my gosh, you're gonna be so hot this summer. What am I supposed to say to that? Obviously, we're all gonna be hot, even the ones that aren't pregnant, but my goal is just to be inside. It'll be an AC summer, or I'll be on the boat. So that's my way of combating that response. Oh, I feel like I can never do my makeup without that happening. But yep, 6 months pregnant. I feel like the past couple months have just flown by. Thank goodness. I'm so excited for her to come. Obviously, no rush. Stay in there as long as you can. But this has just been something that we've prayed about for so long, and going through infertility and going through IVF, this has just been a long awaited. So finally being here and being at this point where I have like a bump I can show off is just really sweet and really special. And I just can't wait for these next couple more months with my girl. Makeup is done. The stain has kind of faded, but I'll put something on that after to get that cleaned up. But I just want to do a little bit more of these, kind of just talk with y'all about some things I'm going through, talk about pregnancy. I also think it's going to be fun to be able to look back at these videos once she's here and just kind of relive my pregnancy.